Hello everyone. Today I will cover 8 games upcoming in 2025, continuing from part 1. I have added some highlight gameplay to tempt your wallet. If you don't have time to watch full video, there are time codes you can use in the description. Well, let's get started. First, we have Showa American Story. The story happens in Japanese culture mixed with America where blah blah blah. To be honest, I have zero interest in story, assuming something like rated B comedy. But the reason I picked up this game was...
すっきりさせてやろうか、ボスさん。
Yeah, very gore and bloody. As the zombie slayer myself, I couldn't pass this game. It has nice action with lots of anime parody, like Fist of the North Star and more. Let's see the gameplay for a bit.
我が輩がこれから一番に教える。それは絶頂寸前の興奮と快感を保つ方法だ。
じっとしていなさい。
Yep, if you are a zombie slayer like me, pay attention to this game. Next, we have Tales of Shire. It has a peaceful farming life gameplay in the Lord of the Ring universe as a hobbit. Has a warm and colorful vibe with cute graphics. You can do farming, fishing, cooking, crafting, and decorate your house like a hobbit. My first impression of this game was similar to Palia. It has a slow and peaceful vibe with familiar contents, but adding bits of spices like cooking with QTE systems and become a brave hobbit to fight and protect our homeland Shire against invading orcs and Nazgûl. Interaction with other hobbits in the Shire. Sorry for revealing my secret thoughts. It would be unique gameplay with invading enemies in this kind of healing game. If you love peaceful healing games, put an eye onto this. Next, we have Borderland 4. Chaotic, crazy, and funny. One of the best loot shooter game series on the market. You can feel the burst of loot exploding from the chest and enjoy making builds. Not much information yet to judge the game, but gameplay always guarantees the fun of grinding. The game should have lots of guns with different variations of parts attached, which makes them all different even with the same gun. So, farm guns, relics that raise your skill level, and all different kinds of random stats rolled grenades for your build? Yeah, over 50 hours of playtime is an easy goal with just building your character. With the main story and side quest, I should go over 70 hours of playtime easily. It's a great game to look forward to for those who enjoy grinding items. Next, we have Split Fiction. The same developers from It Takes Two. Starting with Mio and Joy, both write SF and fantasy-based novels. An AI who collects brilliant ideas makes them trapped in the world of novels they've written. It supports local co-op and single-play to players have no friends with AI bot. There are lots of stages with different SF or fantasy-themed backgrounds, maps with various puzzles and minigames. Felt like a complete gift set of arcade games. All stages have unique gameplay from 3D to 2D side-scrolling and riding dragons in a fantasy world to run like Cyber Ninja in a cyberpunk city. The best part is the Friend Pass, which make owner of the game can invite friends to play together who don't own the game online.
Okay, you better get ready, because I'm about to show you Hazelight's next co-op adventure called Split Fiction. And let me tell you this, get ready for a ride. In this level, Mio and Zoe are stuck in one of Mio's sci-fi stories. This one is all about gravity and how to defy it using the tools provided by Mio Storage.
Hop on! Wait!
But there's also a crazy bike chase. And of course, a badass boss.
Next, we have Jump Ship. It has a mixed gameplay of Sea of Thieves and Left 4 Dead. Basically, protect the jump ship from hordes of enemies in space or land, then return to the hangar for upgrading the ship. As 4-player team, it's going to be like one captain flying the jump ship and the rest of the crews maintain and supply to make it fly. Once combat happens, the captain dodges enemy attacks with air maneuver, while others use weapons attached to the ship or with personal guns to take down hostile airships or run around to repair damaged parts. Not sure if you can board an enemy ship for close-quarter combat, but there is foot combat by landing on the planet and raid the enemy base or facility to loot the rewards. Let's see for a bit.
Right, ready. Right, let's go.
Oh, don't close the door.
So close, yes.
Bad attitude. Alright, dropping in.
Let's go.
Alright, here we go. See an
Over
enemy.
here.
Yeah.
That means there is some valuables. They must be protecting something.
Just nice.
Oh.
Oh, boom.
Oh, you
Should have
jinxed
said
it.
that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm firing my rocket launcher. I got luck.
Alright.
I'm going back to the ship.
Yeah, I'm rushing back to the ship.
Boom!
What was
Got
he-
one.
I saw that. Good job.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Another rocket fired.
I hear fire. We got fire.
Fires everywhere, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
This kind of game always produces lots of fun moments between friends. So, try and feel the brothership or break friendship with trolling. Next, we have Crimson Desert, which is too well known to introduce. So, I'm just going to point out 2 reasons to play this game. First, beautiful visuals with environment, cities, and town. Second, action. Stylish and light to heavy action performed by different playable characters. The boss fight was unique with its own mechanism and background stage visuals. All boss fights were like epic battles against the last boss, with their powerful effects in patterns and backgrounds that match the boss theme. Another thing to focus on was the combination of buttons to perform different patterns of attacks like Black Desert. So based on your input, all attack has different looks and effects from light attacks to grabs and a variety of different attacks with the same starting. This kind of action came very tired when I played BDO since I had to constantly do those combos for a minimum couple of hours to grind. But this is a single-play game where tempo is based on your play style, so don't worry about fatigue. It's a single-player game with co-op contents which will be released as DLC after Dokkaebi release. Next, we have Subnautica 2, best sea-themed game series I ever played. They expressed undersea too well that you can actually feel refreshing cool water in hot summer, just with visuals and sounds. It wasn't even AAA game graphics at that time, but now the game is built in Unreal Engine 5, which will be a big upgrade in visuals from the previous series. It also expressed well with deep sea and a dark and silent vibe that made me realize I had thalassophobia. Really. There were many times when sea serpents sneaked behind me in the deep sea and dropped my heart. The game has a bit of horror when you go deeper and deeper, but usually it's very peaceful and has beautiful scenery with most of the area. Eventually, you need to go down deeper inside the sea to get rare mats to build or craft something to progress the story quest, which requires you to upgrade your suits and submersible to a submarine. This is must-play game for those who love sea theme and sandbox survival games. Lastly, we have Avowed. It's a game from a well-known developer with Pillars of Eternity. It shares the same universe as Pillars of Eternity and become an emissary from the kingdom to investigate the plague spread out on an isolated island called Living Land. They focused on realistic combat with melee by smashing enemies with shield and magics that can be combined with weapons to cast more powerful ones. Recruit companions with different skills to explore and find out hidden truths with ancient secrets. I know, it looks too obvious, right? But the things I'm focusing on were combinations of magic, such as freezing enemies and then hitting with physical attacks to break them into fragments. Also, wide choices are given to the player in order to progress the quest. All your decision has consequences, and it affects quests and the ending. If you are a fan of action RPGs, this is the game you need to look forward to.
This is Sparta!
You want us to trust you. But the truth is, you scare us. The way you fight. The power you wield. The secrets you keep. You're either here to save us.
That's all from me today. I will come back with more upcoming releases in 2025. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hope you had fun, and I will see you in next video. Thanks for watching.